Hassel here, co-host of the Nerdy Man Room Show. And we proudly present to you Man Room Shorts. Your discretion is advised.
But we can jump over to some other news and we might see some more excitement for us. So let's jump to our toy news. Super 7 came out yesterday and revealed ThunderCats Ultimates Wave 6. These are LJN style versions of some of the Thundercat figures we've already seen, and it's really just repaints into those toy aesthetic looks. But we've got Mumra, Monkey, and Chitara and Lion-O in the set. Nobody knew, so I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed. There's nobody new in this set. We still don't have a full set of all the regular cats. I would have took these LJN ones and spread them out across multiple waves myself, just say, okay, we're going to give you those too if you want those, but it's going to take you a little longer, so you keep more interest longer. I saw no reason for this set. And then, besides that, they did themselves a disservice because they're already taking heat for the Tigra and the paint and the work on Tigra and Pumaira. And you announce this, and then you said you're going to put it up for pre-sale. Then, 10 minutes after the pre-sale is supposed to start, you're like, oops, we made a mistake. We're not ready to start this pre-sale. And now it just says coming soon, and there's no word of when they'll actually drop. I even checked again today just to see, and it's like, hey, you guys, you keep messing up this line.
Yeah. Personally, I want to thank Super 7 for this wave because this means I don't have to buy a single damn one. But it's
Fair
like,
enough. I'm in the same
like you
boat.
said, we've already got how many Linos and
This will be
Mumras,
number
and
4.
the people that are buying these bought the Matty Collector ones as well. So for them, it's way on up there.
Yeah.
Okay, you literally just in the last wave got Munkin, and they're doing a Chitara who hasn't dropped, but she will drop just around the time this drops.
Yeah, she's actually they that one has finished production, left the factory, and is on the
Yeah,
water now. So
yeah.
in the next month or two, you'll have them in your hand.
So it's like, wow, your figure selection of these was not the best.
No,
And really, they're just different heads. That's the only thing I've seen that's different. The bodies are
the bodies are
one
exactly
hundred
the
percent,
same,
and
just painted differently.
the extra hands are the only thing I've noticed is the Lino head sculpt does look spot on for old LJN. Mum Ross did too. The others were kind of
Chitara's did
a
as well,
little. It was like okay, but
and the
it's
the repaint looks just like the figures. And I will say that like some of the accessories, like Lionel's claw shield, is that orange
yeah.
stiff shield that has no definition to it. So yeah, they did some of that, but at the same time, not only did we get Lionel in 3 different waves, including the red evil version of him, we also just got him as a re-release of wave from the Wave 1 set, and it just dropped the same time that Waves 2 and 4 arrived in the U.S. So I mean, it's still sitting at the store collecting dust if it hasn't shipped already.
And when I first seen it, I'm gonna like when I seen Lino, it brought back a lot of great memories.
Yeah,
Because that when you see that head, it's like, oh man, I remember opening that LJN. But aside from that, it wasn't enough. It didn't pop enough nostalgia for me as a collector. So you know what? I want to drop another $60 on this bad boy right here. No.
no, me either.
Now
But
where that if that line was maybe at $25 a figure, I might well buy another line of.
yeah, and I've got for nostalgia for me, I've got a book that's about the history of the toy line and the TV show Thundercats. I still haven't started reading it, but I went and got that off of Amazon for like 10, $15, and I'm like, well, that scratches my nostalgia. It's far more than buying another $60 figure.
Yeah, it was poor thinking. The only thing that worries me is the fact that they put them all in one wave as opposed to spreading them out one a wave like what you were just saying earlier makes me realize. I think that they realize the longevity is not there.
No, and I wonder too if they're saying if they looked at that and said, okay, we've announced one more wave that's got new figures and stuff in it, but do we just give up on the line after this because we were having such a hard time? We're taking so much heat about this line in particular, and so let's just throw these out there and this is kind of the repaint and end all. Or if people buy it, then maybe we'll try another
I
one.
think this is the wave that they're using to regroup. This is something you can get out there fairly easy. You only got to retool a few heads because the hands and everything that comes extra with them is pretty much spot on what came with the other ones. So they can kind of do some repainting, minor retooling, and while they're doing that, they can regroup their, people there they just threw all over the damn bus, in the last 2 weeks.
But you just made me think of something, and I really hadn't even thought of this. If you want this LJN style line, they're going to have to put a lot more effort into it to actually get to the whole line, because the Wave 2 stuff that came from a different factory, the factory they're working with that they keep complaining about that screwed everything up for them, they own the molds that they created for the Tigra and the Pumara, so you can't get LJN versions of them that's just repaints those. You'd have to actually remold those figures.
Well, another thing is, look at several. They're not the first company to put a LJN style figure out. AEW's done it. WWE has done it over the years.
Yeah.
Typically, when you go to a store and you see something on the shelf, what is the one that you see 3 or 4 of when you're scrolling through trying to find what you want?
Yeah.
Those LJN figures. They don't sell well. The hardcore collector, he's going to buy that offline because he don't want damaged packaging. And in the store, they're just not going because your hardcore collector's not in there trying to get those.
Yeah, but
or not enough of them, anyways. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but if you're a made to order like these are, and it's an LJN company, and you're trying to get an LJN collection, you might be screwed to get a full Thundercats collection because they don't own any of the sculpts from that Wave 2 of figures. They would have to get all those remade, and they're not going to sink money into that at this point.
Super 7 can't afford any more negative press at this point, though.
No.
They better hope that there's enough of that wolf what I'm not seeing out there to happen.
And all their negative press is around Thundercats. They're not getting the negative press around Silverhawks because nobody else is doing anything with them besides Ramen Toys, and they're like, yeah, we'll wait, whatever. Ninja Turtles, they seem to be on time with. Most of their other stuff comes out pretty decently. But they do get a lot of negative press on the Thundercats, so it's kind of making me wonder, are you just regrouping, or are you saying, okay, we're going to sneak this one in as the last one, and then we're calling it quits? And we say, yeah, we tried to change to what the style we were doing, but it's not going to work, so we're out.
That's a shame because there's a lot of figures out there that you still haven't got that you would like to see a part of them. But
yeah, when they announced it, when they gave the teaser for this new wave, and I saw it was the LJN looking Mumra, I was like, okay, give me that, but that's fine because I'm not going to buy it anyway. But I just need Snarf and the kittens at this point to finish off the actual Thundercats. But there's a lot of other figures. Like, we haven't seen Willa, or I can't remember the other girl's name. We haven't seen any of the Robears. We haven't seen who else?
Hachiman.
Hachiman, yeah.
I want him and Driller.
The Tuska Warrior.
Him and Driller are the two that I really want to see show up.
What about the Tuska Warrior? You remember the walrus-looking guys?
I do.
Yeah.
That would be pretty nifty. There's a lot that they can still do, but do they do it at this point?
Yeah, I don't think they do, but we'll see.